and I'm going to say this. You just said, I'm ready, ready, ready. You know who says that? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, Yeti, Yeti. SpongeBob SquarePants. That is in SpongeBob SquarePants.
Say that again.
Oh, it's fine. It's just coincidental, right? When the little red tag came up, that's what popped into my head was SpongeBob. Hi, Lisa. So I just titled it like pieces to the puzzle.
Every week, man. Every
I don't know. We're just kind of here to wing the topic of conversation. I don't know what you want to touch on today.
hmm. I'm coming up empty, except I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
On your little background music there, trumpets. Do, do.
Crazy. Just
It's
la
like
la la.
I love, like from those olden days, is what's make me think of black and white TV. And.
Beautiful times. I know you were, but they were. I mean, when when I was a kid, I Love Lucy was very looked up to, and she was married to an interracial guy, which was shunned upon back then. So, you know,
You are what, the first interracial playmate?
she was very, 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 very important to me in my life. Very.
In.
Was not. Yeah. Yeah. And she was very misunderstood, they, um and she was considered a outcast because she was always like, we're not gonna do it this way, we're gonna do it the Lucy way. And she doesn't that remind you of somebody that you know on the other side of, hi, doing it my way, like Frankie Sinatra. I know that's before your time, it's before my time, but my dad used to sing that Frank Sinatra songs to me all the time.
My daughter listens to that old ass shit. I'm not even kidding. I swear she was just listening, got a CD. She just ordered a CD. I'm like, what is that? And I think it was the Frank Sinatra. She's 15, and that's what she listens to is old, old, old stuff. She doesn't do this current day stuff at all. She's very different.
She's very talented to like things like that. Very, very, very.
Way to start this. I like really kind of want to pull pick your brain. So I watched I Love Lucy too when I was little with like my parents, but I don't remember what it was about. I don't recall. I was so little. So
um Rebellious, at the same time teaching a lesson, at the same time she did it her way but in a funny way, and like it was shunned upon for a woman to work, and she would find a way to work and clean the house and be a wife and um be hysterical and still be sexy and beautiful and wear the corsets and the tight dresses and all that stuff. But she was amazing. 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 Amazing.
to me.
Aw, thank you. I That's an honor to even say that about Lucy, but um and she would not cry, but in real life, her and Ricky were really good friends, from what I understand. Don't correct, I might be wrong on that, because towards the end they ended up hating each other. So it's maybe it was her twin or karmic. I don't know. You know? Yes. What's going on? Oh,
Okay. Okay. We'll have to pull cards on that tomorrow. But that was weird. That was very significant. It had to have been. So we'll bring that up. We'll look into that tomorrow. But anyway, so how are things going?
things are going, staying very positive, not trying to let anything get in my mind, working on me, the self love journey, working on the sanctuary, getting ready to do some more fundraisers. We have an interview with the Rotary Club to help get donations for the sanctuary. That'll be something that is very huge. Very, very, very. So I am definitely excited about that. If anyone doesn't know what the Rotary Club is, it's like from your county, and they have unlimited funds to donate to their best and favorite sanctuaries. And if you can get in with them, it is very important. Very, very. So I'm excited about that. Very excited about that. Otherwise things are going great. I got caught up with my back vet bills. Everything is just great. I'm excited about it. Summer is too short, but it is super hot and it's super humid, and we're just getting through everything. The flies are just terrible with the horses, and I feel so bad. So if anybody knows any remedies for these poor horses, I've made my own fly spray. I've done everything. So I'm just trying to figure it out. Thanks. Other than that, I have to tell you that I've been so in love with life and love going through my journey and getting closer to God. And He's my best friend, and praying and reading my Bible and just working on me and loving me and attracting everything in that I need to and want to. So thank you. Well, it is because of you, always.
It that there was so much fear and like, what am I gonna do? They did this. What am I supposed to do? They're doing this. Right. And it's like, it's all gonna be fine. I can't tell you how, but it's gonna be fine. And then it was always fine. And you don't carry that fear anymore. You're like, oh, another attack. Ha ha ha. You know what I mean? Total flip in energy.
Dying, laughing, tears coming out of my eyes. I'm like, "Y- whatever."
Full of how like they don't change. But as long as you grow and elevate in like mind, body, soul, when you do that inner work, your outer world will reflect that back, no matter what other people try to do to stop or block you. Right? It's like that's the epitome, the definition, because if anything, your ops are going as hard as they can to put blocks and obstacles in your path, but because you've grown and elevated so much, just like on a frequency scale, that their attacks cannot really fuck with you the way that they used to before you elevated your frequency.
Yes, yes. And where before I would tell you, oh my God, like Also the revenge thing, like, that was big for me. Like, they gotta get theirs. It's not my place. God handles that. God handles that. But I will sit back and watch the show. I told you I'll make the fat-free popcorn with no salt and watch, because I do feel that karma is setting in big time, especially with this Mercury retrograde. There is so much going on in the revenge department. And when I say revenge, I don't mean like in a negative, nasty, bad, but their karma, their karma.
Yes.
Twin for our true love journey. Yeah, it's serious.
111. It's so natural to want justice. I think that you're unhealed. You know you're unhealed when either you want revenge or you don't want anybody to get in trouble at all. Right? Like before I started healing, I didn't want to see anything happen to anybody. I just wanted to be left the fuck alone. Right? I don't want to see them hurt or die or ill or in pain. I almost didn't stop the relationship with my children. Almost, dude, because I didn't want to hurt my kids, but it's because somewhere inside I was still hoping to get some sort of validation somewhere or something, you know? But like the more that I've healed, the more I'm like, I deserve justice.
And that's a big thing that I've been working on and praying with, is the justice for knowing the truth of our true love together. Does that make sense? I believe it does.
You mean?
So, like, how, and I'm not giving them the power, but we're just discussing how they try to turn me and my twin against each other, you know what I mean? And hate each other. Like, they just push for us to hate each other and fight with each other, and just negative things to each other that we would do, never do, never do. Like,
Is that getting resolved and you actually getting to love each other the way you were always designed because it was all manipulated bullshit. Am I right? Is that what you're saying?
the hammer, one shot in. Yes, justice for the lovers. It's so funny because when we do our pull, you always say that to me, and it's stuck in my head. Justice for the lovers. They know the truth. You know the truth. I always hear you say that in my head all the time. And that's what I started with, a big manifestation of justice in that. And when I say justice, that's what I'm exactly saying. Like, justice for the lovers, justice that they couldn't turn us against each other and hurt us. And the hurt, just the hurt and the lies and the manipulation to hate each other is just, I believe, so painful. You know what I mean? And I'm praying that we get that justice, and it's here. I'm not praying for it in like now, but I feel it every day that we both are seeing the justice, and that our love is eternal, and you can't take away what's always meant to be. You can't. You can try and delay it all you want, but it's just getting stronger, because the more you're pulling us apart, it's just getting amazing. It's like I can feel the elevation, feel it, feel it, and it's beautiful.
I think that's 4:44 on the clock, dude. God designed it. And we got 144 on the timestamp. Like God designed it that way. It's like one absence makes the heart grow fonder. And like I posted about this in my Instagram stories the other day, but you will never know how much you love somebody truly until you're forced to have to live without them and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, and that's this exact situation. The entire separation's manipulated. Then it's like trying to come back together. You're doing the runner chaser. That's just it's so painful. It's so painful because I don't even want to get into why, but it's like you have to face yourself in that. You have to literally start looking inside of yourself and realize that you're fucking broken. You're settling for less than you deserve and you have no self-respect and like all of these things. But it's that pain of being forced to live without somebody that you didn't choose to. You didn't choose this, you didn't want this, and you didn't ask for it either. And it's so painful, but during the separation, when you actually take that time and you heal and you come into union with yourself, by the time you get back with that person, dude, you'll never let them go, ever, because you'll never want to live without them ever again. And like these groups that targeted these connections didn't even realize what they were doing. They have no idea. They fucked up so bad.
I just have to tell you, I don't think I've ever been this in love and not even seeing or speaking to them. It's brings chills up the back of my neck. And at first I was like, this is crazy. I'm nuts. No, no. It's actually amazing. Very amazing. And also like you said, we mirror each other. So I'm really in love with life and figuring everything out. And wow, like I keep telling God, show me how good it can get. There was a thing on Instagram. We spoke about this. God, show me how good it can get. And wow, it's serious. Serious. Yes, it is. Really beautiful. Yes.
Favorite part of the whole twin flame journey so far has literally been the journey back to self. Really, like, after you really release the chasing, you surrender. You finally come to that point where you just surrender. And then you get into the right alignment and the flow. And what happens after that, it's just beautiful. The most beautiful shit I've ever experienced in my life. I didn't even realize who I was or what I was capable of or what I could accomplish on my own because I was always so dependent on the other half of me for every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a beautiful part of the journey.
Excited. It's like every day is a new experience, a new episode in life. And just going through the motions, figuring it out, working on myself, working on life. That self-love journey is amazing. Yeah.
Is the hardest part. What do you think about that? Why was surrendering hard for you?
And the how and the
But
why.
why? But why? But why? Why the need to control?
Yeah.
The need to control. We've got victimhood mindset and abandonment wounds.
Rock with that. Yep.
Sadly, I'm going to say that Your twins wound of victimhood mindset, it kind of forced you to reflect on the fact that you have an abandonment wound. So him wanting to play victim and run away from you triggered the abandonment wound. So you try and control out of fear of being left behind. It's a wound. That's
It's,
what I was that's what I was trying to get to with you was what wound.
yeah. And that goes back to my twin with his family and his parents and my parents and the journey. Yeah.
Think that I could do it by myself, dude. I just really didn't think that I could do it by myself. And it comes down to like a worthiness wound, a neglect wound. Like, don't leave me because I've just been like neglected my entire fucking life. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? And then like you had to realize that it was time for you to stop abandoning yourself. And I had to quit neglecting myself. Neglected my own wants, my own needs, my own happiness, my own desires to please everybody else, to please them, to get validation from them my whole life. I never took care of me, but everybody else was always taken care of, but I never took care of me. And that had to change.
People people pleasing when you need to please yourself.
Major. Had no boundaries. I remember my son and his little friend. This was right before everything kind of got out of control in my life too, with all the gang stalking and shit. But the little neighborhood kid that lived in the house behind us and my son shot out the windows of my car with a BB gun. And of course, the cops got called. And I was freaking the fuck out when this happened because I was using, and a cop was all knocking on my door. But long story short, it got blamed on my son. It wasn't his. Oh, it was his BB gun. It was his. Um, but the neighborhood kid did it. I know that he did. He was older, whatever, or he encouraged my son to do it, whatever, whatever. But I didn't have the fucking balls to stand up to the police officer, to the parents for my own child, dude. And I'm sure that that wounded him somewhere. And like my dad would never stand up for us either. He would always just avoid the confrontation, shove it aside, pretend like he didn't see it, believed everything was going to be okay later. And I could see that kind of carrying over into my own parenting. And that shit fucked me up throughout my childhood, you know? So actually addressing and healing that early on this at this stage is so important for my kids, dude. Off topic, but like I should have said like he didn't do it. You know what I mean? He didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. He would not do this. He doesn't even use that BB gun. Now all of a sudden they're sneaking it out and shooting out my car windows. And looking back on it, I'm sure that it was something that the kid's parents were bribed to tell him to do so that they could make me look like a piece of shit. You get me? You get me? It was all just to frame me like I was just an unfit mother. Kids are playing with guns, BB guns that they bought him, by the way. They bought him that gun, the grandparents. But any fucking ways, holy shit, off topic. We were just on the subject of wounds.
Then the flies, yeah.
Looks big too. I still feel guilty about that. There's been more occasions as well, like shit, not wanting to tell that neighborhood kid off so many times. I should have told that kid to fuck off, but I didn't want the confrontation with his parents. Like avoiding confrontation with people. And today I don't have that issue. You know what I mean? I will speak my mind today. I'll say it how it is. I'm not scared. None of that.
Yes.
And it's all been healed. Like my twin flame separation and this journey in solitude. It's just changed me on so many levels. And I'd be willing to bet like the ops couldn't even stare me in the face. Today they couldn't even look me in the eye. Bet you anything. The same people that used to look down on me probably couldn't even fucking look me in the eye today. Birdie.
Uh-oh.
Thanks. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate you. We should just next time we StreamYard, we should put that as our name. Little boobed lady and big boobed lady.
Little and go back and forth like, hi, yours, mine, yours, mine. Just come on, guys. Wow. You can't even you gotta laugh at all of this. You gotta laugh at all this. Yeah, yes, we are. We crack up all the time. All right, give me 1 minute. I gotta run out for a minute. Hold on 1 second. Be right back.
Dying in here. It's ugh. People are weird. They're desperate for reactions and energy. Trolls are the worst. I think about it when it if you like look on social media and you read people's comments, dude, and you can just see the misery people live in based on the way they treat people on the internet. Ugh. Confirmation. It's like you are one miserable motherfucker, dude. Holy shit. And then you'll say something like that to them and they'll be like, no, I'm not. You're the one that's miserable. Project, 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 project. And it's like, it's me.
Sorry, guys.
You're fine. About how like trolls are the most miserable people alive. Internet trolls.
It is pretty bad. There was a comment that someone put and took off. Like, what is that on the right? I mean, like, look, guys, we're talking about spirituality, and you heard that, ding ding, being amazing people. And if you gotta come on here and be rude to people's appearances, and I'm not giving you the power because I laugh at it about their appearances and big and small, and you are on the wrong YouTube. Their stuff together, because if you get off on putting someone down on a live that's talking about uplifting, figuring life out, self love, and you got to come on a self love journey YouTube and talk about what is that? What do you look like?
You're coming in trying to kill the vibe of something that's here to elevate and heal people. You're demonic. Period.
Yeah. Yeah. Just pure craziness. Always. You know. But again, I don't let it personally bother me. I mean, they're weird demon cuckoo birds. That's the new one. When we see something, we're gonna say demon cuckoo birds. Next, de- yeah,
Can we
ow,
do it demonically?
yeah, yep. I'll go get Uncle Benny.
Chickens. Long time ago. Yeah. That used to be my thing.
Yeah.
They are their chicken.
Oh, can I tell you I can't find Uncle Benny or Houdini? They're missing for 3 days. I can't. They were sleeping with them. It was the cutest thing. The cats were sleeping with the chickens. The chickens are gone. They've been with us for over 3 years. Never nothing. All of a sudden, they are gone. I mean, the cameras would have showed everything if they went down this driveway, but if they came through the back fence, I can't. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm thinking a fox got them or something like that, or you know what I mean? But you mean to tell me after 3 years the fox is gonna come?
I want to talk about this on live. I'll talk to you privately about it.
Yeah. You demons, you came for my Uncle Benny. Not giving you that power, you weirdos.
Just by saying anything online. So, yeah. Because you know they're watching or will. One of the two. I'm sorry.
Roaming around, and they've been gone. One time they were gone for 5 days, and all of a sudden came walking down the driveway. They dig themselves dirt piles, and
My dog. They kidnapped my fucking dog.
weird. Just they took Polo. Remember that?
Tell that story.
With me,
So you are still together, not broken up.
we were not broken up, but every day attacks kept coming from the third party karmic. She must have called 500 billion times a day. When I tell you, she would recruit people walking down the street. She would give a a a mailman $50 just to call me to bother me. So I went back to the barn to take care of the horses, and Polo is like he hangs out in the house. He guards the house. Nothing can happen. I come back to the house. No Polo. Polo is gone. Polo is a service dog for everyone who doesn't know. Polo's job is to be with me. For a service dog to run away, guys, it just doesn't make any sense. Any. I can't even go to the bathroom without. Look at this, guys. I'm going to show you. Everybody want to see? Okay, look. I'm on the phone with Tay doing a live. And look. Polo, what are you doing? Say hi to everybody. This is the extent of it. Polo will not move from that spot. If I go into the bathroom, Polo will follow me and go into the bathroom. There's no way. So guys, getting back to this story, which is factual, it's not a story like la 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 la. If this really happened, okay. I come back from the barn and my twin goes, Polo's not here. I go, stop, come on. We searched the house. I searched the bathrooms. I searched the basement. I searched the chicken house. The horse house. Polo gone. So my twin gets in the car. He takes my car, throws me in the car, and I start screaming in the middle of the street. The whole neighborhood came out of their house. Every house on my block came out. We searched from 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. The sheriff came out, the fire department, because he's a service dog. And when I say a service dog is because, for everyone who doesn't know, I was diagnosed with epilepsy when I was 15. I haven't had an attack since I was 18, but by law, I can have a service dog.
Don't even beat it.
Anyway, the first 5 bully breeds in New York that are a service dog. So he is a very big deal because they are shunned upon being a service dog. If they are a usually it's just German Shepherd, or you can't do that. That's just like saying white people, Spanish people, you can't categorize what type of dog is a service dog. It's illegal now. As long as you go through the training, you get the ID, you buy the insurance, you're golden. 5 different schools we passed would not give us our certificate because of the type of dog he was. So my twin goes, get in the car. I screaming. I mean, it was so loud. People were in their house eating, and everyone came out like, Patty, what's wrong? They like, the whole neighborhood came out. Flashlights. Polo was gone for 24 hours. Gone. I put a $50,000 reward on Instagram. My twin called the karmic and said, did you take the dog? And you want to know the first thing what the karmic said? Yeah, I saw the $50,000 reward, but no, it wasn't me.
Hyper stalking.
Yeah. He's watching the page. Yeah. And if she wasn't, were, or her family,
Is 100%.
the recruit were. And finally, the next day, the ASPCA come and helicopters are flying. This is a service dog. It is almost equivalent to someone kidnapping a police officer. Someone almost, Polo runs up and when he's got his vest off, when he's not on duty, he runs like a dog up and down the driveway. Just a beautiful, happy dog. Beautiful and happy. Um, when I tell you someone almost ran him over the other day, and I go, that's equivalent to killing a police officer. They never came down my driveway again. Never. 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 So, long story short, we're driving up and down the street. People got flashlights. ASPCA comes the following day. Polo was now missing for 24 hours. Me and my twin are driving up and down the block, going into the woods. The ASPCA followed his paw prints into a ditch, which was a bear den, and Polo was in the bear den.
With no idea how he got there.
None. None. Ding, ding. Ding, ding.
Somehow or another, they led your dog over there.
Yeah, and I believe you have a similar story about that. How many times did that happen to you with your baby? How many times your
I don't even remember if it was the first or second time. I think it's the first time he got out, which he does on occasion. He's a husky, he's a runner, but he always comes home. And he doesn't go far. He always comes home. He's just anyway, he didn't come home all night long. And the next day, my kid's dad was like, call the pound. I bet he's in the pound. I called the pound and he was in there. And they picked him up from the fairgrounds. It was fair week. Why in the fuck did he run that far away from home? It's like somebody let him down there or picked him up and took him down there and dropped him off there. So he would either get hit by a car or something. They wanted something to happen to my dog. So, anyways, I took my last $30, that's all I had, and got him out of jail. Had to bail my dog out of jail. And then the next time he was gone for 2 days. I had no idea where my dog was. Had him all over Facebook, whatever. And I saw a little purple truck that I'd seen following me around town multiple different times over the last few months and always parked somewhere near the house. He dropped my dog off right out of the back of the truck, right in front of the house. They stole my dog and then dropped him off. So I want to point something out real quick. So Patricia's gang stalkers are literally in this life. They come in, they start trying to disrupt this chat, and now she's getting phone calls to disrupt the video. And the only reason that I'm pointing this out is because this is what it looks like. This is exactly what it looks like. You get crazy ass fucking people that bully you, do all this dumb shit, try and trigger you, try and piss you off, try and get reactions out of you, and they're just trying to pull you apart, right? They're trying to set her off, piss her off, get reactions out of her. This is exactly what it looks like. The reason she's gone is because she got a fucking phone call. Am I right? Welcome back. We don't have your video though. Mm-mm. No. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I can't see you. But yeah, that's like what gang stalking looks like. And that's the easy side of it. That's the we ain't got nothing left. So this is all we can do type of energy is be childish, expose the shit out of ourselves, that type of vibe. Hi, welcome back.
sorry guys, just more proof of demons. More proof of whenever we talk about something so serious, the attacks come in so many different forms.
I guess they don't like that we're both 444 on the timestamp, both talking about our animals being kidnapped because it's a part of the fucking playbook.
solved. We see them. Like, remember I told you with the movie? We see you. See you. Yep.
Or all the times your horses have been let out or gotten out.
Very scary. And both of them, both roosters, mm, it's not the first time that they got out and went about and had fun and came home, but I'm talking 3 days.
But yeah, it's all to energy siphon, like you lose your dog, that means more to you than anything. He's your child. It's like he's your child. He's it. Your daughter's grown. She's
Yep.
grown, moved out, an adult, but that dog is your child. And they know how to attack your heart. They need you in a frantic, emotional, reactive state. They just feed on you.
Yeah.
It's like these people are literally actually demons, and when they get you in that low vibrational frequency, it's like the Harry Potter and the Dementors, where they're holding Harry up and sucking the energy off of him. It's that literally that.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yesterday, I think, about the guy that was standing in my bedroom window in a ski mask. I pulled cards on this shit. And I solved it that like they were having people go to my house in ski masks to make me think they were going to assassinate me, right? I was so terrified I was going to be fucking taken out by these people. And what they wanted to do was get me to call the cops so that the cops would be like, dude, you have mental problems, we're going to put you in a psych ward, right? I think it's called 501c or something like that. 508. Anyways, the cops can put you in a crazy hospital. They can. So they were trying to get me to call the cops, but nobody was going to be there. You know what I mean? And it was also they could take my kids from me, like, oh, she's in a mental institution. We need to take the kids. Right? I'm like, damn. And they had me going one night when they had holograms of like my kid's dad outside with a weapon. Right? And I called the cops 3 times that night, and I'm like, "Yeah, my husband's outside with a weapon, and he's pointing it at me, and I'm scared." And he had called me earlier that night and told me I was gonna die. He was mad at me, and he's like, "You're gonna die, bitch." So then they put those holograms outside of him with a weapon, and I fucking called the cops. He was never there. It was holograms. It wasn't real. So I called the cops 3 times that night, and they're like, "We can't find anybody." That's not even the worst part, dude. I left for work at 3:30 that morning. I was supposed to be there at 3. I was late. And I'm backing out of my driveway and somebody turned on the garage light. So either my daughter did it because they used her for everything, or somebody was in my house the entire time. But yeah, so they tried really, really, really hard to get me in trouble. Really hard. 5150'd. That's it. Thank you. 5150'd. I knew it was 501 something. Oh, I guess it's not 501, but 501 is in there. 5150. That tried to get me 5150. He tried to get the cops to put me in a nut house. Never worked. Thank you, God, by the way. It didn't prosper. But leading back to the polo story and him being your child, like they knew They knew that if I lost my kids, it would destroy me. So they did everything, dude, everything they could do. They called CPS time and time and time again, and tried to set me up to get the cops to lock me in a psych ward. My mother just informed me the other day that my mother-in-law called her, tried to convince my mother to put me in a psych ward. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Yep. She's falling apart. She needs help. She really needs help. She needs mental help. She needs to go to a hospital. Blah 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 blah.
Loco in the cabeza. Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's not okay. It's not okay. And isn't it funny how all this witchcraft that they did and all this bullshit, and we see you, see you demons, see you. I just think it's coming to the point of I see every attack and I'm laughing. I'm like, remember when you told me at this point it's just comical. The phone calls every day from numbers like stupidity. Just
Well,
just
yeah, at this point, you have survived the worst of it all. What the hell is this supposed to do to you? What the hell is this supposed to do? That's what wha- they're just desperate. Like, I don't even know how else to explain it. They know the devil's coming to collect, and they're in survival, so they're acting all nuts. Fight or flight, so they're fighting.
that I'm like gonna roll out the red carpet like here it is because I see you. You're not low anymore, guys. You're actually this. You're not good. You're not really good at this. You actually suck at it now. I'm so
Has heightened your intuition. You've learned how to trust yourself.
myself in to the cuckoo hospital. Cuckoo hospital. Yeah. Or calling the police. Remember that? Doing wellness checks. Remember the freaking wellness checks? How many wellness checks did they do in this house? You remember when I sent you the video of the police running all over my property? Do you remember that? Guys, this is absolutely insane. And for what? They only made me and my twin miss each other and love each other more. And don't get me wrong, I know my twin is getting his butt kicked right now with karma. Don't get me wrong. But that's not my place. That's not, I don't wish that on anybody. That's between him and God, not me. Not me, guys. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. 1 second. What happened? What's wrong? Cut it out. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, but yeah, getting back to um the attacks, the demons, the dog, getting back to service dogs don't run away. Your dog doesn't run away. Well, the fact of the matter is, they led them maybe with a steak or something. You can put a piece of filet mignon, a service dog will not leave their owner's side. This is just, it was bizarre. Bizarre. Yeah.
Like answers on that with Polo, but I've just seen some shit technology wise. Who knows what they did or how they did it, but they did. But they fucking did it. Yeah.
There, my twin ran out of this house and I showed you the video and picked that dog up and brought him in. So what they tried to do a witchy attack to get me and him to fight, all they saw was him loving that dog and bringing him home. So nice try, demons. Didn't work. And you know what I did? I posted it on Instagram, him bringing that baby back into the driveway. So since they're watching, watch this. Yeah. Woo! You hear him? Yes, Polo. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yeah. A what? Okay. Okay.
To take their souls. So it's just it's just like the synchronicity, right? That was the episode that I watched right before we got on here because it's just a very similar shit. It was all spell work, dude. All of it. Spell work, witchcraft, manipulation. I would say done been ripped off.
They're finished. They're always going to try some stupidity, but they're finished. They're finished. Finito. Finito. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So yeah, guys, bottom line is Polo got home and I really had to be like, holy crap. But yeah, we've never. Yeah. Wild. Yeah.
And to anybody that can just carry forward through that level of evil is very special. I say it all the time. Anybody else would have taken themselves right the fuck up out of here. Oh, 100%. 100%. Sacrifice. Yes. Either you take yourself out or they wanted the boys to take us out, whatever. Yep.
You told all you to the story? Oh, mom. But you hit the nail on the head. They are our children and they know that. And they want to attack everything we love. Yeah. Am I freezing? I'm sorry. Um, okay. I got perfect Wi Fi. I don't know. Okay. It is hot. Sweating. It is outrageous. But I rather it hot than cold. Sorry. No. Not even like can you believe it's already August? That's the thing. Time is fu- flying, 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 flying. Crazy. It's like I just feel like yesterday it was Christmas, and now I think we said everybody's going back to school next week. It's crazy, crazy. Yes. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Where does the time go? They're telling me that you're frozen. We're I don't see it at all. Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
Sure. Yeah, it just feels like yesterday I was going through all that shit. Just yesterday, dude. What the fuck? I've come so far. Come so far. It almost feels like when I look back at it all, it was just a bad dream, a very long one, but it was all just a nightmare. Everything that they thought or tried to make me think was real, all of the illusions, all of the crazy shit, and it's like it was all just a fucking bad dream. It was like that all happened and now I'm literally rewriting my story. It was they wanted it to end, right? That was supposed to be the end. My story's finished. The movie's over. My life is finalized and it's like, no. I think I'm going to rewrite it this way. And y'all motherfuckers aren't going to be in it. So, really beautiful. I don't know. But yeah, it does feel like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, I'm hot too. I want to just say thank you for coming on with me every week, and I hope everybody enjoys what we talk about and it helps people. And um, we'll see them next week. Hey, love you, Mama.
Send a donation over to her animals and her mission. Sure, I don't.
Cool. I'm gonna stay cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Love. You. Bye, guys. Bye.